This is the Business Today. I'm Vic Fernandes. Minister of International Business Don Villinis assures he will be seeking to get Barbados removed from the blacklist of some European Union states. Last month, the island was named among 30 countries blacklisted by some EU states for not doing enough to crack down on tax avoidance. However, Innes insisted it was a mistake, and he vowed that the government will not stop until it's corrected.
They already prepared letters to be dispatched to the appropriate EU countries that have unfortunately and erroneously placed us on their lists. And I expect that with haste they will seek to correct the injustice and correct the error therein. The international business and financial services sector is very, very critical to our economy and society. Tourism is doing its part, but this sector can be very resilient and certainly, to my mind, offers tremendous opportunities for jobs, for our services sector to grow out, for us to earn foreign exchange, in some respects to save foreign exchange. But a lot hinges on Barbados' reputation and Barbados' network of treaties and relations with foreign countries, apart from the business environment we provide here in Barbados. And that's why matters such as being blacklisted, which is quite a racial term to my mind, and other pertinent matters in international tax policy domain remain very critical on our agenda.
The Caribbean is showing signs of economic recovery, but growth needs to pick up. So says President of the Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Warren Smith. He says a lot more work is needed given the high indebtedness of some countries, and he wants to see governments work around the clock to kickstart real growth. Dr. Smith says if the Caribbean is to achieve faster growth, it must take strong action in several key areas. He says a critical component is the creation of the right enabling environment to attract more private sector investments.
Investors need to feel confident and comfortable about the future. They need to feel that if their investments are placed here or anywhere else in the Caribbean, that they're going to realize the kinds of returns that they expect. They also want to be confident that there's predictability, that they don't come into a country with an understanding of certain rules and regulations, and then the ball game changes, the rules of the game change. So predictability, consistency of policy are all part and parcel of the mix for a good story on economic growth.
The social partners are being urged to re-examine the safety and health culture in Barbados to include all workers, particularly those in the informal sector. The call has come from the General Secretary of the Congress of Trade Unions and Staff Associations of Barbados, C2SAB, Dennis DePisa. Addressing the official opening of the Occupational Safety and Health Work Week at the Accra Beach Hotel and Spa yesterday, Mr. DePisa said, with the rapid changing work environment and new technologies, there's need for reordering of the safety and health culture and new labor legislation to protect the interests and welfare of all workers.
As the world turns its attention to the emerging informal economy, we in Barbados are expected to address the needs of this group of workers. Therefore, there is a responsibility to constantly review the social protection law for the express purpose of ensuring that the basic social security guarantees, inclusive of health care and income security, are provided. In an environment where the economy is under stress and workers are facing several challenges, it becomes necessary that consideration is seriously given to improving the psychosocial working conditions and the psychological health of workers. Chairman, I urge the Department and all the members of the social partners to recommit to the education of our workforce. Employers in particular are expected to commit to exposing the staff members to training, for this is the only way that Barbados can boast of an enlightened and productive workforce.
Now for today's financial tip. Serious financial crimes might seem like a far cry from most people's everyday lives, but inflating your income or hiding some of your debt to better your chances of receiving a loan is considered a fraud, and this could leave you with a huge headache. That's been the Business Today. Join us again on Thursday. Until then, You can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper and liking us on Facebook. I'm Vic Fernandez.